He had to learn, like all of us, that God fashions character in the furnace of affliction. He knew the feelings of betrayal and abandonment. He experienced the scorn and bitter envy of others close to him. He also knew shame and humiliation. And through all his trials, David persevered in his relentless struggle to find peace in the inner man through trust and faith in God. He wrestled in his heart with God, and through his unceasing worship, he experienced God's joys of salvation. And David's prayer in Psalm 13 gives us the glimpse of the passion, his heart, and interaction with God. God was truly the source of David's strength. He said in Psalm 18, I will love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my rock in whom I will trust, my shield and the strength of my salvation, my stronghold. I will call upon the Lord who is worthy to be praised. And so shall I be saved from my enemies. Thank you, Jesus. He said, I'll be saved from my enemies. Thank you, Jesus. You ain't got to worry about your enemies. You don't have to worry about nobody. Thank you, Jesus. David knew that God was someone he could rely on. He knew God would never abandon him, especially in his time of need. Young people, that's why it's important for you to have a solid relationship with the Lord. All of you were growing up during the time where this country and your peers and everyone's angry, and especially other young people like you guys are being neglected and overlooked and carrying burdens that no child should have to carry. It's too many of our youth dying horrific deaths from violence at the hands of others, but not just from others, but from themselves also. We have more young people dying from suicide than you've ever had before. You hear these young kids saying that they don't want to live anymore, and they haven't even experienced what life fully has to offer yet. But young people, I encourage you to establish that relationship with the Lord. Whatever issues that you are battling and dealing with internally that you feel that you can't talk about, you can always go to your parents. You can always go to other family members. You can come to me. You can come to other members of the church. But most importantly, you can take it to the Lord. The Bible says, cast your cares on me, for I care for you. And having that relationship with the Father will allow you to see your true value is in Jesus, but not in man. Give the Lord a hand praise. I'm getting ready to bring this thing home, but I have my one more point. So he said that David had purpose. David had a relationship. Yes. But David also had favor. God's favor is the guarantee of his presence and the provision of his power to accomplish the special purpose in and through your life. It's intended not for your convenience, but for his purpose. It doesn't mean your life is going to get any easier. In fact, it almost certainly guarantees that your life is going to get harder. But you need God's favor to do what he's calling you to do. And while you can't achieve or manipulate, there are things and there are ways to better position yourself to receive God's favor. As believers, we have experienced God's favor towards us because of our salvation. But God's favor also works in us and changes us. God's favor outweighs all opposition. See, David learned that the key to God's favor is a surrendered, yielding, and humble heart. The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart, and he saves such to have a contrite spirit. Hallelujah. David welcomed God's correction. He valued and sought the Lord's examination and correction. Psalm 26:2, examine me, O Lord, and try me. Try my mind and my heart. When he sinned, David allowed his heart to receive the conviction of the Holy Spirit, seeing the ugliness and the effect of his sin. David knew the Lord was his source of forgiveness.
Yes.
As he said in Psalm 32:5, I acknowledge my sin to you. And my iniquity have I not hidden. I said, I will confess my transgression to the Lord. And you forgave the iniquity of my sin. David, therefore, could only come clean before God.
Yes.
Maintaining his covenant position with God. He said in Psalm 51, wash me thoroughly from my iniquity.
Yes.
Cleanse me from my sin, for I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me. Against you, you only, I have sinned and done this evil in your sight, that you may be found just when you speak, and blameless when you judge. In fact, David understood that seeking purity of heart was the key to maintaining an active relationship with God and fellowship with the Holy Spirit. He was so close to God that he could sense when he grieved the Holy Spirit. David allows God's Spirit to condition his heart and progressively cultivate measures of trusting faith as he journeyed along diverse pathways in the wilderness. He grew from a shepherd boy into a king, a true servant of the Lord. And the favor of God rested upon the shoulders of David. And even though the favor was resting there, the anointing of God was evident when you saw him. See, the thing about it was the enemy tried so hard to destroy him. He threw everything that he could at David. But thanks be unto God for the snares that the enemy laid were broken, and David was able to escape. When the favor of God is on you, there's nothing that the enemy can do to overtake you. What the devil meant for evil, God can turn it around for your good. I said, what the devil meant for evil, God can turn it around for your good. Is there anybody here that understands when the favor is on you? The anointing is over you too. And the Bible says, touch not my anointing. Do my prophet no harm. Praise God for the anointing, because it can destroy every yoke. Saints of God, once God favors you, he won't take it away from you. You can continually to expect God's favor. Psalms 30:5 says that his favor lasts for a lifetime. So you can count on the Lord to give you favor you need in every season of your life. David confirmed it in Psalm 37:25. He said that I've been young and now I'm old. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor seed begging any bread. I don't know what you've gone through to get to this point, but I encourage you to rest in the arms of Jesus. David reigned as king for 40 years, and throughout the time of his reign, he still had to rely on God, who was his strength. And even though he ran through some things, God still got the glory every time he was victorious. Don't get weary in well-doing, because you will reap if you faint not. Thank you, Jesus. Don't worry about your problems. Don't worry about your opposition. But lean on the Lord. He is your peace in the time of storm. He is your source of the strength. He is your strength of your life. Graduates, I want to encourage you on this promotion Sunday. Appreciate the journey that it took for you to get to this point. But don't get comfortable. Don't stop doing what you're doing. Because now the enemy is going to ramp up the attacks against you. Because when there's new levels, there are new devils to fight. When there's new levels, there are new devils to fight. But don't be afraid. Be strong and courageous. Endure hardness as a soldier. To those who weren't recognized today, I want you to still be encouraged. But in fact, use this as motivation to exercise your faith for God to bring you to your expected end. You want that degree? Go get it. You want that job? Apply for it. You want that business? Start it. You want that scholarship? Work for it. Remember the word. I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. His hands is on you. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, because you are with me. He has his hands on you. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, nor entered into the thoughts of man, that God has prepared for those who he loves. As I look back over my life and I think things over, I can truly say that I've been blessed. I can truly say that I've been blessed. You can truly say that you've been blessed, because there's a testimony on the inside that you need to let out. Let all God's people say yes. Yes. Hallelujah. 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 Tell somebody I'm determined. I'm determined. I'm determined. I'm determined to hold out to the end. Jesus is with me. Then I can depend. And I have salvation. For I feel it in my soul. I am determined to hold out to the end. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. He had his hands on you when people laughed at you. He had his hands on you when people doubted you. He had his hands on you when they turned their back on you. He had his hands on you through those moments of isolation and despair. He had his hands on you during those sleepless nights. He had his hands on you during those periods of confusion. But like the song said, nobody told me that the road would be easy. And I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. His hands were on you when your enemies tried to rise against you. But David said it best. He will prepare a table in the presence of my enemies. He will make your enemies stumble and fall. He will make your enemies your footstool. He has his hands on you. He has his hands on you. For greater is he that is in thee than he that is in the world. He has his hand on you. He'll see you through. When the cry is holding you, lift your hands up high, because he will provide for you. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so, who's been delivered out of the hands of the enemy. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and any tongue that shall rise against you in judgment thou are all different. But thank God anyhow, because he had his hand on you. He had his hand on you from the beginning. He had his hand on you from the middle. He had his hand on you from the end. Sickness can't overtake you. Death can't hold you. Burdens can't take you backward. Fires can't block you. People hating on you can't stop you. Because God has ordained things for you. Say that. Hallelujah. 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 Everybody stand, everybody stand.
Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you for your word, Jesus.